Hi guys, okay, so today I am doing a review on a self-tanner product that I have currently found, and I've been trying it out for the past few months. And the certain brand that it is, there's actually 3 different ways that you can apply. It has 3 different types of application, I guess, or product the way it comes. So I'm going to be doing a review on all 3, letting you guys know my thoughts on it, if I like it, if I don't like it, which one I would prefer, and the pros and cons of each. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know summer and spring is just around the corner, and for all of you people out there who are like me, like to be nice and glowy and tan because it makes you feel good, but you really don't want to be out in the sun a lot because over sun exposure for your skin is just really not good. I mean, tanning beds are awful for your skin, and just being out in the sun too much is awful. I used to be a complete outside tanner. I would tan all the time, and it's just so awful for your skin, and I'm so glad I finally realized how bad it was for your skin, so I don't get out in the sun a whole lot anymore. And when I do, I am completely covered in some really high SPF. But anyway, so I'm going to show you guys these 3 products. They are really inexpensive. You can find them at Walmart. And I'll go ahead and show you the product. And it is the Equate Beauty Self Tanner. And this is supposed to be compared to the Saint-Tropez tanner. Now, I can't tell you guys if it's comparable because I have never used Saint-Tropez. My favorite, like, higher end, I guess, self tanner is the Fake Bake Flawless. I love that one. I've used Sun Labs and I really enjoy that one as well. But my favorite is definitely the Fake Bake. I love their line of self tanners, but they can be really expensive. They range anywhere from like $26 to $30 something, and you know, when you are using them so much, it gets expensive. So I have tried a lot of products from the drugstore with self tanner, and there's like maybe a handful that are okay, but this by far is my favorite and the most comparable, for, in my opinion, to the Fake Bake Flawless or the Fake Bake line in general. So they have 3 different types. I believe there might be one more, like a face one or something, but I haven't tried that. But it comes to 3 different ways. I have the self-tanning mousse, the lotion, and the bronzer. I'll start with the lotion first because that is the first one that I did try. And it comes in a bottle like this, and it just says at the top that it's compared to the Saint-Tropez self-tan bronzing lotion. And this one says for a deep, natural-looking tan. It has aloe vera, and it's supposed to be long-lasting color. All of these range between $7 to $8, I think. Yeah, it's like $7 or $8, somewhere in there. And in this one you get 4 fluid ounces, and it just has the little pump, and when you open it, this one's like pretty much empty, but there's still some on the thing. I can show you guys. You can see the color. It's very similar to the higher end bronzers or self tanners that have that really olivey green color to it. It's not orange at all. It's very dark olivey green color, as you can see, and it has that real cherry cola-y almost scent to it. But when you put this on your skin and you're rubbing it in, the lotion is really odd. When you're rubbing it, it feels like a really thick moisturizer, and you really have to rub it. When you start rubbing it at first, it turns to like a really light greenish color, and it's kind of weird. But then when you rub it in, you can see the like olivey color, and you instantly get a tannish color on your skin. But you're supposed to leave it on for 4 hours before you sweat or shower. I don't know. I leave it on overnight. I always do my self tanner at night after I have washed, exfoliated, moisturized, and then I'll put it on and usually just go to sleep with it, wake up the next morning, shower it off. I've never actually put it on in the mornings, got dressed, and gone throughout my day. I feel like that would be really gross. I don't know. But with this one, you do get a really nice color. It's very subtle, I will say that. I am very fair skinned. I have this is like week or more old tanner on, so I'm really not that tan right now. I do have a little bit of color, but it's not a lot. So I am very fair. This does not leave me orange. It was not streaky. Now when you're first putting it on, I was kind of worried that it would be streaky because it looked kind of funny when you're rubbing it in, but it's not streaky at all. It's really great and easy to use on like your feet and your fingers and your hands, which is usually where you tend to get kind of wonky streak looking tanner sometimes, and you can like you can just see it sometimes if you're not careful with how you apply. This I don't find does that. I feel like you can be it's really foolproof. Like, it's practically impossible to mess this one up. At least that's what I found. So I really do like this one. The scent of this one is probably the best out of all three. I don't know why that is, but I feel like when I put this one on, like, okay, here's how I judge the scent. My husband, anytime I use self-tanner, he's always like, you know what, you stink, go take that off. You smell like Chinese food, and it's just like, nobody wants to smell like that, right? But with this one, he actually enjoyed the scent. He's like, wow, what lotion or perfume are you wearing? It smells really good. It was this. He was so shocked when I told him I had self-tanner on. So with that being said, I believe this is the best smelling self-tanner I've ever used. In the mornings though, when you do wake up, you do have that self-tan smell. But the initial, when you're first putting it on and leaving it on for the first few hours, you don't have that self-tan smell. But when you wake up the next morning, you will have the self-tan smell with all three of these. I did not find this transferred onto my sheets or my bedding or anything like that at all with the lotion one. So I really did like this one. Like I said, it's really foolproof and easy. When I use this one, I just use my hands. I don't use gloves or anything, and then afterwards I'll just wash my hands really good. A good way to get self-tanner off of your hands, if you don't want that really wonky orange on your hands, like the stain, use soap and water, warm water, and then after, use a little bit of whitening toothpaste. If you put it on your hands and you wet a rag or something and just scrub it, the whitening toothpaste actually takes it all off and leaves your hands perfectly fine. Just as a little tip if you didn't know. So yes, I do love this one and I would recommend it. The next one that I tried was the self-tan, and this one's supposed to be compared to the Saint-Tropez bronzing spray. This one says that it's an easy application for a perfect tan, applies evenly all over with no streaks. It's a natural looking golden tan. Now then, and this one you get 6 fluid ounces. This one by far out of all three is hands down my favorite as far as color. For some reason, this one, I thought it was funny because this one says it has a deep tan, and this one says it's a natural golden tan. It is a golden tan, but this one is so much deeper than the lotion. If you're looking for a really deep tan, I would prefer, or I would recommend this one. However, it's not a very, how can I say this? It's not a brown tan, but it's not orange in any way at all. If I can find a picture of me wearing it, I will post it in right here. But it is not orange in any way, shape, or form, but it is a golden tan. It is very, very, very flattering, at least on my skin tone. I really do love it, and I love how easy this is to apply. I use gloves with this one. I just spray it, and then I'll take the glove and just rub it in, and instantly you see the color on your skin, the tan color. And this one's the same way that I use. I just do it after I shower, exfoliate, moisturize, put it on, and then I sleep, wake up the next day. I don't find this transfers on my sheets or anything as well. It says that you should hold it 6 inches away for all over. Blend with your hand for full coverage, even coverage. Wait until it's dry. I don't feel like this takes a long time to dry either. I usually do 1 full coat of it, and by the time I'm done with my whole body, I feel like the rest, like my lower half is done, and then I'll do my upper half, and then by the time that's done, you know, it's all pretty good within a few minutes. And then I'll just get dressed and go to sleep. I love, 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 like I said, the color of this. I feel like it gives you such a nice darker tan versus the lotion, and I don't feel like this streaks at all. However, I will say this one is more difficult to get to look even on your feet and your hands. I don't find that I have an issue with it anywhere else, but my feet and my hands are a little bit more tricky with this one. I'm getting a little bit better. I would recommend when you use this one on your feet and hands, just use it very sparingly, because a little goes a long way with this stuff, I find. The first time I did it, I sprayed it on my hands. The next day my hands were so dark versus my like palm. It was like crazy. It was way too like drastic. So I would just recommend using a very, very light amount on your hands and your feet. This one, I will say, does not fade off as well as the lotion. The lotion, I felt like it faded very gradual. You didn't really see patches of it. This one, if you're not keeping your skin moisturized, you will notice patches on your feet and your hands where it comes off. I didn't notice it anywhere else, but definitely my feet and my hands, I could tell it was getting patchy as it came off. But overall, I still love it. In order to keep from getting that really patchy look as it's fading off, I found with this one, I just make sure I exfoliate my feet and my hands while I'm in the shower like every other day, and just keep moisturizing, and it helps it to fade a lot better. But I do recommend this one. I will say the one downfall to this is I don't know what I have, to be honest. I have breathing problems occasionally, and it's not asthma or anything, but I get short of breath sometimes, and I've had this for a few years now, and the doctors really don't know what it is. So I find that with this one, if I'm not in a very open area, I have to be really careful, because if you can inhale this, so I would be very careful, or if you have kids or anything around, just to be careful that they're not inhaling it, because it is a very strong scent when you're doing it. So I prefer the lotion in that aspect, that I'm not worried about inhaling anything, but this one, it's a little bit difficult not to inhale the fumes of it. What else can I say about this one? Oh, when you're applying this one as well, be sure that if you are in a bathroom like mine, I have white walls, white counters, sink area, and this kind of goes everywhere, so you have to be really careful. I always put towels down and make sure that everything's covered, so when I'm spraying, it's not like getting onto anything else to stain it. But other than that, like I said, I really do love this one, and this one is my favorite that I use. I just have to be very careful how I use it and where I use it. But I do love this one. The most recent one that I've tried is the Self-Tan Foamy Mousse, and I've only used this one once so far. This one is supposed to be compared to the Saint-Tropez Bronzing Mousse, and this one says it is for an all-over even tan. It's a golden color, never orange, instant color. Now then, for the application process, this by far is the easiest. You can buy the little mitt. This was like $1.20 at Walmart. It's right next to all of these. You can buy the mitt to use the mitt, and this just comes with like the pump, just like it says. It's a mousse, and this one is the easiest application. It's not streaky, it's so simple. You don't have to sit there and rub it in like the lotion, but you don't have to worry about the spray and the fumes and stuff from the spray. However, this was probably my least favorite, like the color. For some reason, this one out of all three, I feel like gave me the least amount of color. I mean, you will get color from this, but it's not a very deep, pretty tan like the spray was. It's not orange at all. It's a natural glow is what I would say. It's not going to give you a very deep bronze look if you're looking to be really tan. This one will not do it for you. I would say go for the spray if you want a really deeper tan. This one just gave, like I said, a glow. But it's really weird because when you're first applying this one made me the darkest out of all of them when I first applied it. Like afterwards I was like, holy cow, I'm going to be so like bronze, like I'm going to be a bronze goddess with this stuff. I was so dark, so tan. My husband was like, wow, you're going to be really bronze, and I was excited. I was like, this is going to be awesome. Got in the shower the next morning, and as I'm washing, you know, like rinsing my body off, I'm looking down the drain and I'm just seeing like the color just washing all down the drain, and I'm like looking at my skin and I'm like, wait, where'd my tan go? Where did it go? And I got out of the shower and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, well, I'm glowing, but I'm not bronze. So this one, if you're very, very, very pale skinned and you're looking for something just to give you a nice glow that's not going to leave you orange or streaky, I would definitely recommend this for you. If you have a medium skin tone or darker, this is not going to do anything for you. I wouldn't imagine, because it didn't do much for me and I'm pretty pale. Which kind of stinks, but I will keep using it on days that I'm just kind of wanting a little glow, but I really don't feel like doing a deep, you know, dark color. So I was a little bit disappointed with this one, but I still will keep using it. But I would just recommend this one for really, really pale skinned people who are worried that a color is going to be too harsh or too streaky or orange on them. Definitely give this one a try. So yeah, I think that's all that I have to say about these self-tanners. Hopefully I covered everything that you guys would have questions about. If you have any other questions about these products that maybe I didn't cover, leave it in the comments below and I'll definitely answer your questions. Like I said, you can find these at Walmart and they are like $7, $8 at the most. And yeah, I love them. I'm glad I decided to try them out. Like I said, I cannot compare them to Saint-Tropez because I've never used it, but I have used Fake Bake Flawless, and I do love these just as much as I love that one. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are getting ready for summer and enjoying, if you have warm weather where you're at. I know a lot of the, most of the parts of the country are still in snow. Sorry guys, it's super hot here where I live. The other day it was like 85 degrees and like right now I'm like sweating. It's so hot in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and quit rambling. I hope you guys all have a great day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.